I want to talk about something that might seem a little strange, but it's been showing up a lot in the comments lately, and I feel compelled to address it. And that is my nose ring. Apparently, this tiny piece of jewelry has been very activating to some men that have come across my videos. But this isn't really about my nose ring. It isn't even about me. And it's definitely not about the men that commented. This is about something much larger. And that is the system that we have all been shaped by. This is about what we've all been conditioned to believe is normal. This is about autonomy and body sovereignty, not just for women, but for men as well, or however else you may identify. This is about the power dynamics between men and women that causes so much pain and frustration in dating and relationships. It's about all the ways we've been conditioned to seek approval rather than learning how to create real connection with other human beings. And it's about what happens to this system when a woman feels safe enough to show up fully as herself, and what it can look like when you can create somatic safety and build the capacities to start questioning all this conditioning and start going against all these rules we've learned about how women are supposed to be. Now, here's just a few examples of some of the comments I got. Take the nose ring out to start. Only cattle and bulls need one. If you're older than 20 and have a nose ring, the odds of finding someone goes way down. Weird piercings and tattoos are a sign of bad decision making. Perhaps you should take the hog ring out of your nose. The comments go on and on. I've been a little surprised by the amount of these comments, but they don't bother me, as in they don't affect how I feel about myself. And in the same way that I'm here expressing myself, they have a right to express themselves in that way. And as a newer channel, I'm honestly just grateful for the engagement and the inspiration they've provided. And it really just fuels my fire to continue doing the work that I do. And these men simply support the point that I'm trying to make. And some of them even turned into beautiful exchanges. But these comments reveal something really important about the kinds of beliefs and conditioning we are still up against when it comes to dating and relationships. And this is negatively affecting all of us. I am a white, cisgender, heterosexual woman, and I work with women, and I speak from that lived experience. So I'm not gonna talk specifically here about how men are affected by this, but there's lots of resources out there on that, and I'll leave a few down in the comments if you're a man and want to explore that deeper. But as far as women are concerned, for generations, thousands of years, women have been taught, both directly and indirectly, that our worth is tied to how desirable we are to men, that we need to be accommodating and pleasing. We need to be a good girl and follow the rules. We need to be and act a certain way to be palatable, not just to men, but to society and even to other women. This is the double bind that women are living in. Be attractive, but not attention seeking. Be confident, but not intimidating. Be unique, but don't be weird. Be desirable, but don't have desires of your own. And so when a woman makes a choice from her inner authority that goes against what we've been conditioned to believe a woman is or what a woman does, whether that's something as small as a nose ring or a much bigger decision like not having children or simply not needing external validation, it feels threatening or at the very least feels uncomfortable. And so the nervous system reacts. It wants to protect you and keep you safe. So it says, that's unsafe, that's unfamiliar, that's unpredictable. And in an attempt to get back to safety, to reclaim some kind of power or control, they leave a comment. But it's like putting a Band-Aid over a bullet hole. Like what these commenters are likely wanting and the need they're trying to get met in that moment is so much deeper. So even if I had responded like, oh, okay, let me just take this nose ring out for you then, any relief or satisfaction that may have given them would be extremely short lived, probably until they see the next woman on YouTube with a nose ring. There's also a huge internet parasocial thing going on. Like, it's very unlikely that some of these commenters are saying this type of thing to women they walk by on the street. And in the work that I do, when it comes to conscious dating and relationships, both men and women are starting to want something different than the way it's been for the last 5,000 years or so. People are waking up to the fact that a fulfilling relationship isn't based on these old, outdated rules of how men and women should be. They're based on resonance. They're based on somatic safety. They're based on authentic expression of who you really are without all these layers of conditioning and trauma responses and coping mechanisms and subconscious beliefs running the show. So to the men who feel the need to leave comments like that on my videos or other videos, like I said, I fully respect your right to comment whatever you want. And I also know that there is something so much deeper beneath this type of comment. And I'm here to be a loving witness for whatever that is. Maybe it's fear or disappointment or grief. Maybe it's a longing to feel respected or chosen or loved or safe. And I get it. We have all been conditioned. Nobody is immune to this. Men have been taught what to want and what that should look like, just like women have been taught how to be wanted. But when women stop performing, it's not a threat. It's an invitation. It's a permission slip for you to do the same, to start letting those old rules fall away so that you can just be you and find the connection we all really want deep down, which is one that's built on mutual respect and love and partnership, not obligation or fear or power over somebody else. And if you're a woman watching this, if you've ever felt like you had to stay small or hide parts of yourself or change who you are to be loved, this is your reminder that who you are and your authentic expression is not a problem that needs to be fixed. It's actually the exact thing that will magnetize the right man and the right relationship to you. And if this resonates, I'd love for you to leave a respectful comment below, or even share some of your story with us if you'd like to be witnessed in that way. And I have so much more on these topics coming for you, so stay tuned. And please remember that this community is about conscious connection and embodiment. We're all human and we're all in this together. And in case anyone was wondering, I love my nose ring. It's a part of me and it's not going anywhere.